Main benefit to having an international teacher teaching most of the subjects would be the relationship that can be formed between the child and the teacher. So that's one of the reasons we have 20 minutes registration time each day, so that the child and the teacher can get to learn all about each other, and the teacher can help the child to become the best version of themselves and understand how they learn as a learner. The second advantage would be about linked learning. So to explain that in a practical sense, our Year 1 teacher was teaching about traditional tales, and for English the children were acting the story of the Three Little Pigs out, and for maths they were building houses for the Three Little Pigs, learning about shape. Whilst we don't have much formal assessment in SCIPS, that doesn't mean that we don't have teacher assessment and lots of tracking. And it's this very careful teacher assessment and tracking that helps us identify children who could be falling behind in their curriculum. Every half term, the assistant head teacher looks at teachers' data, and then in our pupil progress meetings, we talk with teachers about children who might not be keeping up with the demands of the curriculum. In that meeting as well, we talk about how we might address those issues and the interventions that we can put in place to help children. The interventions are planned according to need. It's not a one-size-fits-all approach, which actually means sometimes it's the classroom assistants or the assistant teachers that are leading the interventions, and sometimes it's the class teachers themselves that are working one-to-one or with the child in a small group. It really depends on the needs of the child and the learning that we need to get from them. Teaching and learning in SCIPS is not a one-size-fits-all. So we don't really use workbooks, and it's very rare for you to see the children all working on one activity at the same time. What's more common is for you to see groups of children working on learning objectives that are really closely matched with where they are in their learning journey. I think the benefit of this means that every child is working at the phase of their own development and therefore generally makes great progress. Our teaching philosophy, which is based around growth mindset and the Building Learning Power programme, heavily focuses on character formation and developing within children capacities such as resilience and perseverance, working hard, collaboration, imagining and adventuring. These are the things that future employers look for, and these are the things which enhance the academic learning that takes place in the classroom. We follow the national curriculum of England, but that is adapted for our Malaysian context. And what that actually means is that our curriculum timetable is amended so that we have 3 BM lessons per week, 3 Mandarin, and there are also time carved out for Islamic studies for our Muslim children. It also means that when we're thinking about curriculum content, we make sure that it's relevant for our children. So for instance, when we're learning about the seasons, we're more reflective about the places that the children might visit, and we compare and contrast seasonal differences with places such as Japan or Australia, rather than concentrating on traditional UK seasons. We're also really mindful in our international context that our learners come from families who may move to other countries, and that they themselves may live or work in different countries as adults. And therefore I think that our focus on resilience and helping children to be adaptable is really important too.